Hey, it's Denise. Just wanted to give you a quick update. It is now Thursday, April 18th, and I don't have a surgical date yet, but I do have an appointment for next Friday. Next Friday, to see my surgeon for what should be my last appointment with him before the surgery, and hopefully I will then be getting my surgical date. And I think I mentioned in the last video, his staff said that he is generally only booked out 2 to 3 weeks past that last appointment because they do not set surgical dates until they have every single paper they need as far as clearance. And yes, luckily all my clearance paperwork, it took a few phone calls of harassing the various doctor's offices because they would send part of it, but not everything. But after 2 days of calling, everything was sent in, and then I got a call back that I can see Dr. Cepeda next Friday. If everything goes well with him, I could have a surgical date 2 or 3 weeks from then. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm excited. Like 90% excited and like 10% nervous. I had told him at our last meeting, which was a while ago, I told him that I had one day where I just like freaked out. I was like, I've been so committed to this decision. And then one day, it was like, like this much short of an actual panic attack. It had just hit me like, oh my God, what am I doing? What am I doing? It was probably not helped by the fact that my mother is not supportive of this particular decision. But it lasted a few hours, by which point I was like, Denise, get your head together. You've given this so much thought. You did not make this decision lightly. Your doctor agrees with you, and stop freaking out. So I stopped freaking out. And Dr. Cepeda laughed when I told him this because he was like, wow, you've only freaked out once? You're ahead of the game there. Most people freak out multiple times. And he said, in fact, expect the biggest freak out to be when we set the surgical date. So let's hope I don't have a major freak out again. Because I'm telling you, if you saw me, you would have been like, she's lost her mind. Because next Friday, I'm hoping that's when I'm going to get my date. The only other things I just want to quickly go over, I've been watching a ton of YouTubers. Some of them, I'm watching their much earlier videos. They're people who are now a few years out from their surgery. So I was watching like their first couple weeks just to get that, what to sort of expect in the beginning. I did watch some that were later. I watched their progression as they went on through the months. But I wish I could remember. One person specifically was saying when you get sick of your water bottle, which is ever present. Personally, I'm not sick of water yet, but I imagine after the surgery for the first few days, when really water or other low-calorie clear fluids are the only thing I'll be drinking, I may get sick of it then. And again, I wish I could remember the name of the YouTuber, but their suggestion was just to have on hand a bunch of different flavor enhancers for your water. So today I went to the store, got a couple of the individual packets of Crystal Light, like that you could throw in a water bottle, like standard size water bottle. And I got then a couple of the ones that are the squeezy ones, that this way you can add as little or as much as you want. A couple different flavors. It looks like I'm probably covering the flavors with my hands. I got strawberry watermelon, strawberry lemonade, and grape. And then the same person who, again, if anyone knows who it is I'm talking about, feel free to mention them in the comments, please. they said that one of the things they found to be a lifesaver was to have your own sweetener, you know, liquid sweetener. Because that way, if you do go out, you can order an unsweetened iced tea and sweeten it up to your own flavor level with this, so that it's just a good thing to have in your purse. Last thing I'm going to mention, this morning, I don't know what I was thinking. I have had big messy handwriting my whole life. And I had this cute little notebook with little lipsticks all over it. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to use that as my food journal. I should start keeping a food journal, because I have been really lax about that. As I've mentioned, my goal lately has just been to maintain. I don't want to lose weight too close to the BMI cutoff. So I hadn't really been bothering with a food journal, because I figured I'm not trying to lose, what's the point? But I was like, you need to get in the habit. But as you can see, my handwriting is atrocious. And this book is just too small. So I just did breakfast in here, and then I like to journal, so occasionally when I see a book that would make a good journal, I do pick it up. So this one, I had only used like 2 pages of it, and I since have that new journal, the one I showed in an earlier video, my, what do you call it, Hogwarts. It's a bigger journal with the Hogwarts emblem on the front. Yes, I'm a Harry Potter nerd. But yes, you can see the different size. So I definitely feel like it's more realistic to use a journal this size with this little inspirational saying instead of, I thought this would be great because it fit in my pocket, but who am I kidding? Not enough room. And I was also thinking with something like this that I can do like, say, food on one side and the other side use for the other things they want you to keep track of, like were you feeling any emotional urge to eat? If so, what were you doing, or who were you with, or where were you when it happened, and how did you deal with it? I have, for after my surgery, I got these, and I'm going to tell you right off the bat, these are something I bought on Etsy. I did not make these myself. I'm going to show you who made them. You just buy them as a download, so it was like $3 or $4, and to me that's well worth it for somebody else to have done the work of making a spreadsheet type document that meets my needs. It's Etsy, Lena B Designs on Etsy. And it's just like a really easy format to use chart for folks. I suppose people who are just dieting could use it as well. It has a place for your meals, column for protein, column for calories, date, weight, exercise, little space just to journal, reminder of different proteins and how much per serving and how many grams, and then even a little shopping list area, place for your supplements, and place for your water. So again, I bought these on Etsy. I don't know if I held it up close enough, you can see the bottom there. That is her Etsy shop. And once you buy the download, you can then make as many copies as you want. So I made the first week's worth, and I figure I'll use post-op. And that's about it as far as news. I will let you know after my appointment next Friday. Hopefully I will have a date, and I'll let you know. Or if anything comes up that makes Dr. Cepeda feel like we have to wait. Like I said before, I was recently hospitalized with gastritis, so I am a little concerned that he might make me wait. But by then, I already feel much better. I'm not having any pain. I am still finishing up the month's worth of meds, obviously, that they gave me to take to completely get rid of the gastritis. But I'm not feeling it anymore. It's not hurting anymore. So I think it's healing well. It's the only other thing I could really think about that might have been a problem. And that's it. I will keep you updated after my appointment with him. Everybody take care. Be well.